Well, the solar equipment that we have today is amazing, and most of the time it just works great as long as the sun is shining. But lately we've run into some snags with that. We got 3 days of rain in Quartzsite, and the day before that I had a problem with my switch from my solar panels down to my battery. Didn't realize it had turned itself off, or I turned it off, I don't know. So I had 4 days without solar power, had to borrow a generator. Then down here in the Sonoran Desert, we got hit with 3 days of rain plus a cloudy day, and we were starting to ration our battery power pretty carefully so we make sure it can run the refrigerator. We've got 2,000, 3,000, little over 4,000 watt hours of battery power that we can rely on. We've got 900 watts of solar total between portable panels and roof-mounted panels, but what good does that do you if the sun's not shining? Earlier this year, I was thinking of adding another 200 watts to the roof of the trailer, but when my friend loaned me his generator, I realized that that was going to be a necessary option for those days when you can't get solar. Another friend brought over a Champion that was a combination gas and propane, and we just had that hooked up to my propane tank. I like that. That one also was about 2,000 or 2,200 watts. But the more I thought about it, the more I like the idea of not having to carry gasoline, because I carry ample amounts of propane. I've got two 20-pound bottles on the trailer. That lasts me forever. So I started looking for a propane-only generator. I know the Hondas are really the best and really the quietest and really the most expensive too. But they didn't have one that fit my needs. I wanted propane only. And then I only needed enough power to charge my trailer batteries. I'm not running a microwave. I'm not running any big electrical at all. It's just to charge the batteries. So I started looking for 1,000 watt, and this is what I came up with. Well, this is what I ended up with. It's an Alp 1000. This is not a review. I'm not trying to sell it to you. Don't care if you buy it or not. This is what I came up with for my own self. I thought that's really cool. I don't have to carry gasoline. For one thing, where am I going to carry this? It's either going to be in my car or in my trailer, and I didn't want a gas smell. So the propane appealed to me. Okay, but there's a problem. I wanted one that was propane only, because if it's propane only, you don't have the extra bulk of a gas tank. I can only find one of these on the market, this one. And this one weighs 28 pounds. It's super simple, easy to use. You hook the propane up to it. It's got a bleed valve here. You just push the bleed valve for 10 seconds to run propane through the line. And set your choke here, pull a handle. It starts right up. You see right here, it's got 1,000 watts of maximum power and 850 watts of running power. That's perfect for my needs, because what you're looking at here is a generator that was designed to augment solar. So it's not designed to run an RV or in a microwave and all of that, although it will run a full-size refrigerator in case of a power outage. But it's designed just to charge your batteries. So it's small and it's lightweight. You can see by my hand here, it's not that big. And 28 pounds is lightweight for a generator. Noise-wise, it's 52 decibels, but I think that when you are charging something, of course, it's going to be louder. I didn't find it to be totally obnoxious. I'm not a fan of generators, but it's okay. You can see on the front here, it's got a DC port here that's designed to go directly to your lead-acid batteries, and you can charge them. I would recommend using a battery charger off the 110, because a battery charger monitors the charge of your batteries, and if you charge them off of here, it doesn't. But anyways, this is 12-volt DC up here. This is a circuit breaker. Down here, you've got your 110, two 110 outlets. There's a circuit breaker there. It's got USB ports here, and this over here, this is for, you can hook two of these together and get 2,000 watts of DC out of it if you need to. Here's your lights, the LEDs, green, running, red, overload, and yellow down here is an oil alarm in case your oil gets low. Down here happens to be a really good light. It lights up 180 degrees, fairly bright. Here's a switch here. And this is for grounding the unit if you need to. Up here is an eco mode. If you've got something like a refrigerator that only comes on every, a few times an hour, if you have it in eco mode, it'll go down to a quiet idle. If you're using something that uses more power, you don't run it in eco mode, you run it up here. And this is just a shut-off button. Notice that there's no on button to turn on before you start it. It'll just start. And this is how you shut it off. So this is an American company. They're based in America. It's designed in America, tested in America. It's assembled in China. But when you call them on the phone, you talk to somebody. You don't get some voice actuated thing. So I've read that the customer service is really good. Right here is where the gas goes in. And if you hook this short hose, it comes with this 12-inch hose. And this is to hook up a 1-pound propane bottle. It'll run 3 hours on 1 pound of propane using this short hose attached right here. Or you can get a longer hose and hook it up directly to your propane tank. It does not use a regulator. It just goes straight to the propane tank. This other hose I bought, and you can get this from Alp, or you can order it through Amazon. It's just designed to screw into this one. So now that gives me a 6-foot long hose that hooks directly to the LP bottle. Let's get it started. I'll show you what kind of sound it makes, how noisy it is, and how quiet it is. Actually, it's not bad. So you got to push the little bleed button down here. It's a little brass button. You got to hold that for 10 seconds just to let some propane fill the line. Okay, I can start to smell a little propane now. Push this over to start, the choke over here, and just about. There it goes. So it's quiet. That's just on idle though. So if you're not actually running something, that's the noise you're going to hear. It's considerably louder when you put a load on it. Okay, that's on eco mode, and you can hear how quiet the idle is. So, but if you're running something that's just off and on, when that piece of equipment is off, this is the idle you're going to get. Now this is not eco mode, this is turning eco mode off, and you can see that the idle goes up, so it's more prepared to handle a heavy load. So I'm going to plug a load into it, and you'll hear what it sounds like when it's working. So noise-wise, it's still not bad. But I just like it because it's handy, and it's small and it's lightweight. And to turn it off, you just push and hold the red button here. And that's it. So just to wrap this up, with no gas tank on this thing, you get two benefits. Number one is it's a lot smaller. And number two, when you put a couple of gallons of gas into one of these things, you've increased the weight by like 15 pounds. So it makes it a lot heavier to carry. So this is only 28 pounds like this, but it would be over 40 pounds if it had gas in it, and that's what you'd be lugging around. So it's just easy. I'm liking this one a lot. So like I mentioned, this is just something that Linda and I purchased for ourselves, and it really fills the bill for us. It just happened to fit. I know you can buy the dual fuel generators and run them off of gas or propane, but they're a lot bigger and a lot heavier. We've always got the propane, so this one works for us. Hope you enjoyed the information, and if you did like the video, give it a like, share. We need you to subscribe because and check your subscription, because a lot of our subscribers have their subscriptions have gotten turned off. If you would please check, we'd appreciate it. Hey, we'll see you around.